the stack probe has been great benefit to us.
Yeah.
We're getting truer readings than if you just get a piece that's sticking out the end. That's going to be drier than your stuff that's down in the center. So with the stack probe, that's been a great advantage for us.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we use moisture meter for is when we're actually drying customers' wood and ours, we don't put anything in the dry kiln until it's at least under 30%. We prefer starting under 25%. There can be a couple issues if you put them in too soon. One of it would be that it's going to tie up your kiln. If you're putting in 40–50% moisture content, it's going to stay in the kiln for several months, which is kind of a waste of your kiln space and your electricity and everything else. So, and the other thing is, if you put it in there with that moisture content, you've got a better chance of doing what we talked about, case hardening, because you're going to be sucking the moisture out quicker than an air drying situation usually. And so we use it a lot when people bring their stuff in. They tell me, oh, it's been in Grandpa's garage for 10 years, or it's been cut for however long. What tells us the truth of the whole story is actually our moisture meter. It doesn't matter what the customer says, where it's been, how it's been stored. We can meter it. The meter tells us what's going on, and then we know what we're working with.
So what we look for in a moisture meter is ease of use. As for this, even the one we've got, very easy to go in, change the species that we want to use, being able to read it, compared to even some of the analog that you have to look up. At least for this is a lot nicer. You just stick it in with whatever wood you're on. Species, sorry. Versus I think some of the more basics aren't as accurate. I guess I'd say little cheapies off Amazon. And also then you're dealing with having to look up in a book. What is that called? Specific gravity of what you're looking to dry.
Durability. This one is, you know, we've had some that they get a little bit of moisture from being in the kiln, from the moisture in the kilns. If they're not sealed up well, we've had some that the batteries get corroded quicker and easier, other units. And so that's an issue. Durability overall. I mean, at the mill, things get beat up and I'd like to say not ran over, but you know, they get banged around, and you want something that's going to last you. If you're buying a unit like this, it's a little bit of money. You want a unit that you're going to be able to keep for a few years and not be replacing every so often. So that's a big factor for us.